Liberal-controlled court striking down the state's 1849 abortion law. Attorney General Josh Kaul, who filed the lawsuit challenging that law, reacting to the landmark ruling just moments ago.
We can't let Wisconsin return to that kind of environment again. So while this decision is an incredibly positive step for freedom, I also think it's critical that our legislature do what the Supreme Court suggested in Dobbs and take up this issue and hear from Wisconsinites about how we can better protect reproductive freedom for the long term in Wisconsin so that the next generation of Wisconsinites doesn't have to deal with old laws on the books that haven't been changed.
The Attorney General there saying the state legislature must now take up the issue of abortion. And right now we're working to gather reaction to this landmark ruling. 12 News' Duke Carter is live outside of a Planned Parenthood facility near Water and Florida Streets in Milwaukee. Planned Parenthood and many more reaction coming in at this hour, Duke.
Yeah, you got a lot of people weighing in about the state's Wisconsin Supreme Court on its ruling. That decision of 4-3. Yeah, we're outside of Planned Parenthood where we got police here on standby just for safety as a precaution. But then you also have protesters out here who just learned. We just spoke to them maybe 20 minutes ago, and they are not happy with the state Supreme Court's decision about that law not being enforceable. So going back to that, the decision 4-3. Liberal justices voted to invalidate that law. Conservative justices dissented. So the justice decided Wisconsin's 1849 near total abortion ban, that is not enforceable. The case that was filed by Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul, who you just heard in that sound clip before we went on air. Well, that followed the U.S. Supreme Court's overturning of Roe versus Wade in 2022, and justices weighed in on this highly topic. Justice Rebecca Dollard, writing for a majority, quote, "We conclude that the comprehensive legislation enacted over the last 50 years regulating in detail the who, what, where, when, and how of abortion so thoroughly covers the entire subject of abortion that it was meant as a substitute for the 19th century near total ban on abortion," end quote. Planned Parenthood, in part, says today's ruling is an important step forward in ensuring access to abortion in Wisconsin. Since the overturning of Roe versus Wade, Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin has maintained that the 1849 law to ban abortion could not be enforced against abortion providers. We spoke with some other people. Take a listen to what they had to say.
We're exactly where we have been since the Dane County Circuit Court made the decision. So abortions are available up till 5 months in the state of Wisconsin, which is really a tragedy for so many unborn in our state.
So, Duke, as of this ruling, abortions are legal in the state of Wisconsin, though there are some restrictions.
There are some restrictions. According to Right to Life, abortion in Wisconsin banned after 20 weeks of fertilization. So people who are seeking abortions, they still must visit a physician for consultation, wait at least 24 hours before getting an ultrasound to move forward with that procedure.
All right, 12 News' Duke Carter reporting live outside of a Planned Parenthood facility near Water and Florida Streets in Milwaukee. Duke, thank you. Now to more reaction coming from this ruling at this hour. Democrat Senator Tammy Baldwin writing in a statement, quote, "Today's ruling tells women across Wisconsin that we will not go back. Today's ruling tells women that our government trusts you to make decisions about your own body and your future," end quote. The chairman of the Wisconsin Republican Party, Brian Schimming, also issuing a statement following the decision. It reads in part, quote, "The Wisconsin Supreme Court's role is to follow the Constitution, not to make law. This issue should be resolved in the legislature and by voters, not by far-left justices parading as legislators."